Hi guys, I want to tell you a story about my electric skateboard builders forum. To tell you this story, I need to go back in time a little bit and explain the journey. The first electric skateboard I built was with information that I acquired from the forum Endless Sphere. I really loved Endless Sphere. It was the #1 resource of information to go to back then to get the information you needed to learn how to build an electric skateboard. If it wasn't for the knowledge there, the information there, inertia never would have existed. I learned everything I needed to know from the community there. So it was an awesome place, and to this day I owe everything to that forum. If that forum didn't exist, I never would have built my first board. Inertia would never exist, and I wouldn't be able to make parts for other people to build awesome electric skateboards. Just a shout out to Justin, the owner of Endless Sphere. He's an awesome guy. I really look up to him. He's a pioneer with e-bikes. He also has his own e-bike shop, his own website. Check it out, ebikes.ca. And he's an innovator and a pioneer with electric bike technology, and it's something I really admire about him, really look up to him, and yeah, his forum is where I started. So as much as I love the Endless Sphere forum and love hanging out there in the community, helping other people build electric skateboards, there was a problem. So the problem with Endless Sphere is they don't allow advertising on the normal forum posts. Their rules clearly state don't post ads. So I'll explain more about why that's a problem in a minute. But firstly, I think I need to talk about the structure of that forum, just so you can better understand. First and foremost, the Endless Sphere forum is an electric vehicle forum, and it has all these subcategories. By far the most popular subcategory is the electric bike category. And that's really, most of the users on there are there for knowledge about electric bikes. Followed closely behind bikes is categories about motors, batteries, and then followed by that is a category about electric skateboards. Technically speaking, the electric skateboard category isn't just about electric skateboards. It's actually electric scooters / electric skateboards. So this was always a bit of a weird mix, because when you think about it, the technology that goes into a scooter is completely different than an electric skateboard. The throttle control, for instance, on an electric skateboard is a wireless transmitter. On a scooter, it's like a bike. It's a twist throttle or thumb. So, there's obvious things there that are very different. But even when you break it down further, the constraints of design that we have to work with electric skateboard designs are completely different for scooters. For an electric skateboard, you can only have a motor of a certain size because it has to fit under the deck. Scooter tends not to have 2 motors, it's probably only 1 motor, and it tends not to have 4 wheels, it's just 2 wheels, and you steer it differently. And anyway, 2 completely different products mixed together, and it was confusing. As it turned out, that category was pretty much dominated by the electric skateboard people anyway. So it probably should have just been split apart, or perhaps that wasn't possible, but it should have just been called electric skateboards. I thought that e-boarders deserved their own dedicated area, and I raised that several times in the forum, asking the moderators to step in and make some change. It wasn't just an ego thing about, electric skateboard riders are better than scooter riders or anything. It was about structuring the content so it was easier to find, so that redundant information didn't keep popping up, the same questions all the time. People wanting to know the simple stuff and couldn't find it because the structure, well, there were no subcategories within electric skateboards, so it was just a mess. I also felt that category of electric skateboards was moderated. It didn't have the moderators in there monitoring it and organizing it and making sure that the information was precise and accurate. In my opinion, I felt that the moderators should be members of the community that had the most passion, who wanted to invest their time and effort into making the online forum a better place. Unfortunately, most of the innovators in the community were also business owners and resellers of products, and that created a conflict. Anyway, as it turned out, the category never got split. Endless Sphere is not for advertising. Their rules specifically say you're not allowed to post links or talk about products for sale within the normal forums. There's another category you can do that, but you can't do it in the actual subcategory. So in the electric skateboard category, you couldn't talk about a new product you designed. Now, don't get me wrong. In principle, it's a great idea. You know, there's nothing worse than two people having a conversation and then being interrupted by someone just throwing an advertisement in your face, and that's what the rule is there to prevent. It's to prevent spammers interrupting a conversation with information that might be completely irrelevant and not helping to educate the community. And I think that makes a lot of sense, especially in a market that is more mature, like the e-bike market. There are a lot more vendors out there and a lot more people vying for market share. So the chance of spamming happening and blatant advertisements going into the threads is much greater because there are more vendors. But I really felt that for an emerging category, an emerging industry like the electric skateboard industry, it was detrimental. The self-built electric skateboard movement is so young. It's probably even too young to be called an industry. I can count the number of resellers on one hand. I know them by their first names. So the chance of the electric skateboard category being bombarded with spammers was very low. These resellers that have popped up over the last few years, they're just passionate members of the community. They all started as community members first and foremost. That's how I started. I didn't have a business. That came after the fact. It was the community first. And I know for a fact that all these resellers in the self-built electric skateboard movement, they're just guys working in their garage, trying to make the industry a thing, trying to make it legit, trying to bring better products to the community, to the people who need them, trying to educate everyone. And if you don't allow those passionate innovators, the hackers, the artists, the people trying to make a bit of a living out of this, if you don't let them mingle with the community, and if you don't let the community mingle back, it's not natural. And it stifles growth, it stifles innovation, and it puts the brakes on the industry's growth. Us resellers wouldn't be anything without the community, and the community wouldn't be able to rapidly educate themselves and grow without the resellers. They go hand in hand. So this connection was frowned upon in the Endless Sphere community, and we weren't allowed to do it. As a designer of electric skateboards, I couldn't share my awesome creations with the people that I made it for. You know, I spend hours behind my computer designing stuff, not just for me or my business or because I want to sell stuff, but because it's a solution. Because I read that people have problems with a certain task and need help with it. So yeah, to put it in words, it sucked. I felt like I could do better. So in July 2015, I created my own electric skateboard builders forum. This is a forum that is dedicated to the art of building really good electric skateboards. I wanted a place where the leaders of the community could develop the culture, develop the worldwide electric skateboard builders movement. So I invited the best e-board innovators that I knew from the community to come along and share their stuff, share their builds, promote their businesses, you know. Some people think to myself, well, why would you invite other businesses onto your forum and let them promote products that are directly in competition with you? And well, the answer is, it's not about business. And that's the thing. It's about building a community. It's about sharing knowledge. It's about teaching people how to build really bloody good electric skateboards. So it was July 2015 and I have this brand new forum with no content on it. So I start writing content, writing articles about how to build electric skateboards, how to select your battery, how to design a drivetrain. I shared my experiences and tried to break down the stuff that's in my head so that the new people who just find the forum can sink their teeth into some content that wasn't available anywhere else. The idea was to put the information there so people could learn how to build electric skateboards faster than ever before, and it paid off. Usership on the website doubled every month. Just 5 months after going live, the website ranked #1 in Google, and just this month we've had over 1 million views. Within 4 months there'll be over 2 million views, and the website has been accessed from people from 169 different countries. The forum is here to celebrate and promote the worldwide electric skateboard builders movement. It encourages small business owners and entrepreneurs to share their awesome creations and ideas with the community. And it's a great platform for the community members to showcase their awesome builds and upload photos and videos of these amazing creations. I believe building your own e-board is an act of self-expression. It's an art form. It's a product of yourself and your own unique style. I believe in the future, you won't be buying a pre-built electric skateboard in a box. You'll be buying parts and you'll be creating your own unique, amazing expression of yourself in an electric vehicle. This forum is built for the community. It's built for the members of the worldwide electric skateboard builders movement. Its purpose is to promote the core elements that make us who we are as individuals. Style, the art, the culture, the competition, the technology. If you want the best electric skateboard, you must build it. So my advice is to go to the forum, electric-skateboard.builders, and start your journey today. Thanks guys, thanks for watching, catch you later.